Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So what could be next? What could be next? This phone right here is a phone that I would definitely recommend to AT&T customers. And if you stick around in this video, I'll show you how I can get this phone at a fantastic price and you won't have to pay the $700, $800 that I paid for it. So this phone right here is where the industry is going. Nothing on the front, bezel-less is what we apparently are asking for in a device. So Vivo is taking risks by doing it this way. They only did it one set of cameras, and they're on the back right here. Now these cameras, by the way, are absolutely awesome. These are some fantastic cameras, and I've used them to shoot several videos on the channel, and I don't think you guys even noticed that I was using this phone. The microphones on here we're recording is actually good. No external microphones or anything needed. The quality that comes from them are really good. 4K is good. 1080p at 60 frames per second is what I've been shooting most of the videos at for the phone. So I'm surprised at how much they actually record quality footage like that with no external microphone, no nothing. Sometimes I mean, I don't even have any kind of well, they have a cancellation mic, and it apparently does very well because you guys know I keep a big fan going above me when recording videos. So the phone itself, for what Vivo is trying to do, they did it right. You know, the cameras are actually really solid. They've proven that you can do this with one set of cameras. However, the only thing I would say is to take up a different design. Most people are not comfortable with this type of design. They're not comfortable. Again, it has fast facial recognition too, by the way. They're not comfortable with this type of design with having two full glass backs. So I would say, Vivo, if you're going to do this, there's another way you can do this. And anytime, now this to me is innovation, folks, by the way. This is innovation. This phone has two Super AMOLED displays on it. I mean, it's just, the phone is, I only have one complaint, and it's a complaint that I knew I was going to have. But the phone itself with this design, some people aren't comfortable doing this because they want to use a case. Well, technically you don't even have to use this second screen. You know what I'm saying? To get you'd only need to use it when you want to take a self video or a self photo. So other than that, you don't have to use this display. You know what I'm saying? So I think with that being said, I would tell them just use probably this much of the screen or have some little cutout over here, something to where you can just do it that way. Like move the cameras over and then put a little display up here for selfie footage. And I think it will work the same. Now, some people frown on new designs and everybody says, oh, you know, it's not going to work. But people frown on this design because they feel like they don't need two glass backs. But I think they pulled this off. I think they pulled this off like a champ. Yes, you're limited to just bumper cases, but technically you're not. But that's the selling point for them. They're going to sell it that way because they want you to use the other screen. You know what I'm saying? And the other screen to me is useful, especially for vlogs and things like that. So, or just self videos, front facing videos. You get the best footage you can possibly get. It's awesome. That is the highlight of this phone. That's why I'm focusing on that for a little bit of time right now. The highlight is the dual screens and being able to use one set of cameras. And that's what it is. Now, the battery life on here has proven to be pretty decent, actually. Some people feel like the phone won't have good battery, but it has good battery just because it has two screens. Again, you're not activating both the screens all the time. You can activate both the screens when doing video, but that's pretty much it. So the battery is the same as any other phone pretty much that's optimized correctly with a 3,500 milliamp hour battery inside. I mean, this has 10 gigs of RAM with a Snapdragon 845 pushing a 1080p Super AMOLED display. I switched it for the purpose of this video. I put a brighter wallpaper on there, but I was normally using a darker wallpaper to help preserve battery. And that works when you have an AMOLED display. So I would recommend that if you get this phone, you don't even have to activate. You won't use that second display as much as you think you will, because a lot of people just take photos like this. You know, they don't take photos. Man, this camera is awesome. This camera is awesome, man. It is just awesome. But most people don't take photos. Well, I kind of like this mild survey, I should say. This is what I'm going off of. Most people say that they don't use a camera that much. And I find that surprising, but because people do a lot of social media, but most people say, I don't take a lot of selfies is what it is. And so most people shoot photos just of other things. So that's why I'm telling you, you probably won't use the second screen as much as you think you will. But having this huge 6.39 inch display, 6.4 inches, bezel-less, pretty much even all the way around, is absolutely gorgeous for viewing content. You know, the screen is HDR compliant, so you're going to get that great footage. Let me see if I can pull up a HDR video, because I'm telling you, it is absolutely great. Now the video, the footage that you'll see is not, it's at 1080p at HDR, but it is, this is just crazy, man. This is just beautiful. And I don't know how well this comes across on your screen, but I'm telling you, this is absolutely stunning in person. This is what the bezel-less things is about. This is what it's about. Look at that, man. That's crazy right there. That's just beautiful. This is what it's about. This is what people want. You know, they want to have that all screen design, and you're going to get it with this. So I check the boxes for battery. I check the boxes for innovation. I check the boxes for design. It's all there. The processing power is there. Performance, you're not going to have a problem with performance. It's going to be as good as you want it to be. It's fast. I mean, no issues with it at all, man. No issues with it at all. And look, Vivo has that giant right there. They pushing the Apex is coming too, and I'll talk about that in another video. But it's fast, man. This is fast. Absolutely no issues at all. None. And I don't anticipate having issues with this phone. Now, I did say that I had a problem. Now remember, now this phone still has a headphone jack. It's got this one bottom firing speaker. Somebody asked about the speaker. The speaker is good. There's no SD card or anything, but there's a dual SIM and it's Type-C. But the speaker on here is actually pretty loud for what it is, man. So let me see if I can fire up something for you real quick. Let's see here. I'll just fire up this. But the single bottom firing speaker on here is absolutely pretty good. All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man, Jay Will. So this is about 72 hours with the Vivo Nex dual screen display. So the first thing I want to talk about is the battery, not the dual screen. So some people feel like the battery life is going to be... Yeah, that's really, really good sound quality coming from this thing, man. So it's really good. It's the 19.5:9 ratio, so you're grabbing 403 pixels on the front, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be even higher on the back because it's a 5.5 inch display on the rear. The FunTouch OS is something that people might feel like they're not going to like, but it's not bad, man. So anyway, overall, man, I'm impressed with the phone. The only squabble I have is that I didn't get the global version. And I don't even, people are touting that there's a global version, but I don't think there is, because everybody who's buying this is getting the same model that I'm getting. Mine says global, but here's the thing. There's no LTE for the US for T-Mobile USA Metro. However, if you're on Cricket and AT&T, buy this phone. I wouldn't even tell you twice. You're going to be able, because they have the more bands for LTE for AT&T than T-Mobile. So, now, I told you at the beginning of the video how you can buy this for a low price. Well, I actually have this particular phone posted on Swappa for $600, folks. So, and you guys know I've had this for about a little over 2 weeks, I think. I don't know how long it's been, but it hasn't been very long. So it's pretty much brand new. I'll take the loss on it. I cut it really low. You'll find that listing for Swappa down in the description of this video. It is January 29th, or 22nd, I'm sorry. And at the recording of this video, it's for sale right now for $600. So I'm giving you guys a great deal. AT&T customers, Cricket customers, this is a win for you. T-Mobile, you're going to be stuck on edge, and you're going to have to use Wi-Fi like I do. And the reason I use Wi-Fi at home for phones that, that don't get good LTE service, but I would definitely use this phone full time if it had LTE. I mean, I used it full time, but I started to move around a lot, and edge just wasn't doing it for me for T-Mobile. So AT&T and Cricket customers, you're good to go with this one. It's your man Jay. Look in the description if you want to buy this phone. I'll autograph the box if you want me to. That's silly, but I'll do it. It's your man Jay. I'm out.